in finding your true identity, you violate a cultural norm that's so profound that you destabilize the entire country, the entire culture, then maybe you don't have the right to do that, even if it actualizes yourself.
But
See,
then,
I don't know, right?
But is the manner of Twitter, right? Like, how many people who are not activists are you engaged with regularly with their opinions in the public marketplace of ideas? Like, not a lot, right? There's a bit, they haven't had a full negotiation with the American public yet, right? There's no Harvey Milk, there's no Martin Luther King. Like, it's a conversation that hasn't happened.
Well, I don't even necessarily think that branch of the LGBTQ plus community should be conceptualized in that manner. That's the thing that liberals do immediately. This is another civil rights battle. It's like, yeah.
Oh, no.
Maybe, maybe not.
But what I'm saying is, well, maybe, but maybe not gets proven if somebody can come forth who appropriately negotiates with the culture acceptance in a manner that is moral. And by moral, it doesn't mean...
Look,
so John Lewis...
There's another problem that's emerged out of this that's very, very complicated. It's like, okay, so now the trans community is brought into the realm of normativity in some sense, let's say. And so now, here's where the wheel hits the road. So now you're a 10-year-old and you're wondering about your gender identity and your sexuality, or maybe you're 11, and you're confused because maybe you're a pretty feminine boy, and maybe you're tilted biologically towards being homosexual, and now the conversation is, well, maybe you should be castrated. And the answer to that question is, yeah, maybe that'll happen.
Yeah.
And then there's another question that comes up, is like, so is it so clear that the gay community is better off under the aegis of the trans umbrella than they were under the aegis of the heterosexual monogamists? And the answer to that seems to me to be, not only are they not better off, they're way, way worse. Wait, there's one more thing. There's one more thing. The inclusion violates the ideal and the norm. And you think, well, that's necessary because then it includes. But one of the consequences might be that if you extend the ideal so that it's too inclusive, you blow the ideal so that it's even worse for those who are marginalized. And I really do think that's happening in this battle.
I do too. And I agree with everything that you've said about the complexities. And the thing that is the hardest is the removal of counsel, teachers, physicians, everybody.
Psychologists who are no longer allowed to have these conversations. And I would say, well, how do I know they're not allowed to have these conversations? And the answer is, because I have 10 lawsuits against me for having these conversations, however badly I'm having them. So now we can surgically transform children that we are not allowed to talk to.
Yes.
And I think that Elliot Page aided and abetted that.
Okay.
And pridefully.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.